Hello and welcome to the State Hockey Centre. As always, my name is Dave Webb. I am joined today by the wonderful Holly Evans. We are looking forward to the elimination final for the Premier League women. We have Adelaide University taking on Seacliff. I can't wait for this one. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh, I can't wait. They're both great teams with good counter-attack hockey, so I think it's going to be a quick, fast game, really.
We're expecting some goals. We hope for goals, and obviously if there are no goals, we're going to go to extra time. We'll get clarifications whether they go to one-on-one. At Metro they didn't, and it goes on league position, so we'll get some clarification on what happens with that. But certainly we want some bonus hockey. I don't want to just say, we'll see it all. Extra time.
I think everything. I think we'll see it all. They're very tightly matched teams. I think they've both got some fantastic players in there, so you know it's going to be tight.
So on paper, Adelaide University finished above Seacliff, so they should be the ones who go into this as favourites. But form book out the window. Finals hockey, form book out the window. If Seacliff fire, anything's on. Yeah,
very much so. So last week, the young guns, Emma DeBro was on fire, even Annie Buzzico was on fire. So these girls haven't played many finals games, but yet they pull it out when it counts. So I think when it comes to finals, you just don't know what to expect.
Key for Adelaide University will be Mickey Spano. Didn't really fire last week against Port Adelaide. If she has a day out today, could be a long, long day for Penny Redmond in the Seacliff goal.
Very much so.
We will just take our seats. We will be back with you very, very shortly. Stay where you are. Next time you speak to us, we'll be ready to go.
We find battery one, looking for a deflection. Emma DeBro gets onto it. First goal.
Principle where you don't want to let the player go through with the ball.
That's dangerous. Just touch on it, just inside the. So battery one, Emma DeBro. Clean strike of the ball. Puts it under Gracie's feet there. So. And just that bouncy feed into the circle. Gets a shot away. A great save there by Erin Johnson. It appears Amy Hunt will be on the ball. Again, look for that direct ball in for a deflection. Finds Mickey Spano. Good back foot squeeze there by Mickey Spano.
And welcome back to the State Hockey Centre, where we've had a weekend of hockey. Go through the winners list. In Metro 6 men, Adelaide University got the biscuits. Metro 2 men, Grange Royals defeated Adelaide. Metro 4 women, St Peter's Old Collegians defeated Seacliff 3-0. Metro 2 women, Flinders Uni beat Burnside 1-0. The Metro 4 men, Port Adelaide played Forestville. That was a interesting game. 8 cards in that one.
Ooh, ouch.
It's like Christmas. Metro 3 women, Northeast defeated Adelaide 3-1. That one brings a smile to your face.
Oh, it does. We had some a few mother-daughter combos in that team, so it's pretty exciting for the Zulus.
Adelaide in Metro 5 men defeated Seacliff 4-0. That Metro 5 men side, 2 ex-internationals, everybody else basically an ex-Premier League player. The Seacliff captain at the end of it just said thanks for the lesson in hockey. Metro 3 men, Westminster defeated Port Adelaide 4-2. Metro 5 women, Grange Royals defeated Woodville 2-1. Huge day of hockey yesterday, great fun. I was here all day getting in the hockey. We missed it. I haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, you missed it?
No, I've missed hockey.
Oh, yeah, you've missed hockey. I'm with you now.
I was here all day yesterday, just getting my hockey fix back.
Yeah. After the medal count on Monday, got to catch up with everyone again.
That was a really good night.
It was
a really
good
fun night. Excellent work to everybody involved. Obviously, the big ones from that is Curtis Wilson.
Yes.
Took home best and fairest for the men. He will see him in game 2 today.
And highest goal scorer.
Yeah,
what a night for him.
Huge night.
Yeah.
And Leah Wellstead.
Yep.
She took home best and fairest.
Very well
We
deserved.
won't see her until next week. They've already got through. Who we will see tonight, though, is Mickey Spano. Highest goal scorer in 2017. But she shared that with Leah Wellstead, didn't she?
Katie Pisani.
Who's also playing today.
Correct.
What I will say, though, just quietly, because Katie Pisani's a good player, what I will say, though, is Mickey Spano had some time out injured, still averages 2 goals a game. If she'd not been injured and she hadn't gone away to Japan, I think she probably would have taken that one.
Possibly.
So we look like we're about to get ready to go. Adelaide University will be attacking the right of your screen wearing their all black shirts with the white V. Seacliff will be wearing their black, yellow, teal and others. And they will be attacking the left of your screen. You look forward to this one. Looking forward to at least 70 minutes of top-class hockey.
Yeah, I think you'll see both teams come out right from the start, as we see straight away.
And we are underway. Different start to what we normally see. We normally see the girls just look after each other, but now we're going straight into the circle and across the field. Early goal for Seacliff. That's going to put the cat among the pigeons. Didn't get a number for the goal scorer.
It was a lovely run by Ash Morrison, just through the middle, cuts them apart.
Still going at a number. It was at the back post. But how's that for a start?
It's what you want to see, isn't it? I think the one thing that we've seen this year with the women's game is just a slow start. Not today.
We are off and running again, and then Uni will get a circle entry, and then just a deflection. Umpires, I've got Shah Collett on the near side, and you're going to have to help me with the far side.
I believe that is Ben Sutherland, who won a service to umpiring award at the middle count.
Another circle entry into Spanner. Spanner will turn back, try and find a little bit of space. Doesn't get it, and we get our first short corner of the day.
So you could see 4 players jump on her straight away. She didn't really get a chance to do anything, but skilled enough just to win a free.
That's a key for Seacliff.
Problem is you don't want to over-defend her because then you leave all your other players.
That's true. We talked about it before we came on air, just as we get ready for this short corner. We talked about it before we came on air, that it's not... You can shut Mickey Spanner down, but you must also shut down the service to Mickey Spanner.
That's exactly right. Yep.
So we are getting ready to go with this short corner. There is the injection. Good trap. Drag flick towards the back post. Move we've seen quite a lot. Very, very popular move.
Yeah.
That little back post, you know, sneak in from the back post.
Yep. I guess in hockey these days it's all about the drag flick, the hit, those direct options. So when people aren't expecting that variety, it can actually sneak up behind you.
Just couldn't keep that one in.
Start of the game's been magnificent. This is what we want to see. This is why these two teams are fantastic. Just quick and fast and ferocious.
And we've done a couple of Premier League games together, and the women generally they start off a little bit slow, but not today.
No.
Incredible start by Seacliff.
Normally you see this sort of structured game of chess to start with, but I think both teams know what's at stake here.
Matt Morton will be very, very happy. Matt Morton, first-time coach and coach of the year for 2017, so congratulations to Matt Morton. And he's taking on Barry Sibic, who's been around for a while as far as hockey goes.
He has been around for a while.
Assistant coach in the 1996 Olympics for the Kookaburras. So that's going back away.
It is. Got a good amount of game knowledge.
Now we see it slow down to what we thought we would see. Just bouncing around in that circle. They just couldn't quite get her away. So sisters-wise, we have Maddie Spanner, who's at 21, is also playing for Adelaide University, the Blacks. We have confirmation the goal was Kelsey Benchy. Oh, another one bouncing around in there. Redmond has to work really hard. And there will be another short corner. I was talking to someone about goalkeepers today, and goalkeepers need to be calm, especially on big days like today. And I had a chat with Penny before today's game, and she was the epitome of calm.
Penny is a cool cat. She's been playing for a fair while now. Got lots of experience in the game, both state and club level. So I think she'll be trying to keep the calm back there.
to their second short corner. They're going straight to Spano. Spano will fire it, deflection, took it wide, and it will be a corner.
I think with Uni in their short corners, you'll actually look to see them doing a lot of variety. They don't have a set drag, flicker, or hitter per se, but they do have a lot of dangerous players. So we'll look to see something a little bit different from those girls.
Oh, that one's fired very, very high. Went off the stick of Holland Smith.
Good trap by Annie Buzzico, probably to save her
I thought
face.
we were almost going to have two players wearing face masks today. Obviously, later on in the day, Ben Massey will be playing, and he's having to sport a face mask due to an injury. Tomei trying to just work out a little blind alley. Does well enough, though. Tomei, a former Adelaide University player, playing against her old teammates.
Along with Ash Morrison as well, the player who ran the ball up to set up that goal.
So Kate Holland Smith down in that right-hand side.
Another of the sister pairs with Lucy. You see them playing a lot together. They know each other are obviously playing together a lot, so they make quite a nice little pair.
And that one's going to cross. It's going to be cut off by Seacliff, and then they look for that exit. They'll come out to Katie Pisani. Holland Smith again down in the right-hand side. Will fire it across goal. Just a little bit too much in front of the number 10, who we don't have any information on.
I'm pretty sure number 10 is Sophie Fry. So she is a state under-21 player. Also represented South Australia at the Indoor Championships. So fairly solid player.
Spano working hard and putting the pressure on. Just gets a little bit of a check. Good interception by the other Spano. Katie Pisani, wearing the number 33, was coaching yesterday.
Yeah. Cody Lewis last week was on fire. She actually set up 2 of their goals. So even though she's a youngster, I reckon you'll see a lot of her today.
Good battle down there between Spano and Cody Lewis.
Yes.
17 years old from Mount Gambier. Beautiful part of the world. That one went a bit high and the umpires didn't let it go. Thought they were going to. Finals hockey. Put the whistles away, let them play.
That's right. That one might have been pushing the limits of danger, unfortunately. But what a start to the game. Had chances both ends.
Settling down a little bit now. Talia Tape, the halfback, will just come all the way back. Seacliff a lot more patient now. They do have that 1 goal cushion. They'll go out onto that right-hand side to Tomei. Tomei will slide it inside, but just can't find a Seacliff player. Dealt with eventually. Spano, who's worked a long, long way back. Seacliff content to let that run out. Emma DeBro, who's a rising star in hockey.
She played fantastic last week. Scored 2 goals, I think. 1 off a short corner. I think she's a star coming up for sure.
16 years old, out of Adelaide, state representative for cricket. Interception by Seacliff. They will go in. Cody Lewis, but Adelaide University will be able to deal with it. Pisani just pounced on that loose ball, then keeps going, barrels her way all the way through. Dealt with eventually by Janelle Pisani.
Sister v sister.
Great ride, car ride home, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So a free hit to Seacliff. Lucy Holland-Smith just getting tangled up. Oh, there's a big check from Spano. And there's a card coming, so she'll go and sit in the naughty chair for 5 minutes. I thought she was entitled to hold her ground.
It's another thing about finals hockey is people are willing to put their body on the line. It gets just that little bit tougher and rougher, which is exactly what we want to see.
Great to watch. Is what we want to see. Finals can be heartbreaking though. Is that we had the Metro 1 Lewis challenges well. He had the Metro 1 earlier today. Adelaide Hockey Club went through in the women's Metro 1. I'm not sure who they will take on. I think Port Adelaide. And in the men, Adelaide Hockey Club also got through. They will also take on Port Adelaide. But they got through after extra time. All tied up after extra time. Got through on league position.
Ouch. It's a tough one. I was saying it was the joy of finishing higher up the ladder. It's a really heartbreaking one, but I guess it makes you think that every game that you play in the minor rounds does count for something.
And Seacliff had a short corner after the siren for Metro 1 and could not convert it. Pisani will intercept. Look down the line to Lewis. Lewis will turn. Does very, very well. Holland Smith just gets turned inside. Lewis just didn't have any support and looked in the middle rather than hope than anything else, and nothing came forward. Also had a very long chat before today with Tim White, who's newly appointed Sassy coach for hockey, talking about players to watch. He's very, very impressed with DeBro and Spano. Just a huge amount of talent in women's hockey in South Australia.
Definitely promising, and I think it's a credit to Hockey Safe for all they've done through the DAP and the PAPs to bring these girls up.
The country again will be well represented. Country towns, Port Lincoln, Narracor, Barmera, Mount Gambier, come from all over the place to play hockey, don't they?
Well, they certainly do. I think when they come down for uni, they join into a club because of that atmosphere. It still makes you feel a little bit like home. That's what a lot of these hockey clubs have. They have their own club rooms, they have social events all together, and they really become like a second family for these girls that come from other areas.
Who's the family that brings the school bus over 3 times a week? Is that not they're a Seacliff family, aren't they?
There is, I'm not sure about a Seacliff family. I know a Northeast family, the Stocks. They bring Aiden up and Alison, who used to play for Northeast, but now she's in Canberra. They bring their little bus up and park different places so they don't have to keep driving home to Kadina.
Again, Spano very, very close to that interception. She's working hard at that striker role already. We've seen her cover a lot of ground, more than you would normally see from a traditional striker. She's having to come really, really deep. Seacliff again get to go forward. Lewis, who's got a stick on the ball a lot in this first half. She'll get her head up, look to get that circle entry, look for the baseline, doesn't get there. Number 4 for Adelaide Uni, I don't have on my list. Seacliff have done well at repeat efforts. That one is just fired into the circle and nobody anywhere near it. And Adelaide University can come away with a 16-yard hit.
The game seems to have settled down a little bit now. Started off with an absolute bang.
Well, Adelaide Uni have won every single game they've played against each other. Round 1, they beat Seacliff 2-1. Round 4, they beat them 4-1. Round 14, they beat them 2-0. So if there's a time to get your first win of the season against Adelaide Uni, it's today. One will make its way all the way across and we'll just restart from the opposite end of the field.
So Uni have quite an imposing full press. You can see them there. They don't really give you too many options, so Seacliff really have to try something special.
Ball bobbles its way through. Thought by Buchika whether she wanted to play on, but she just let it go out and they'll restart from the back. Mysterious number 10 for Adelaide University.
I think Seacliff's one key to actually breaking this game apart is having quick free hits. You can see once Uni set up, they're really struggling.
I think part of it as well is that if Seacliff have the ball, University can't score. And as we say, this Holland Smith will look forward to Spano. Spano just lost control of it. Anywhere will do. Alexandra Newton working hard back there. Holland Smith will pick it up again. Then going to head up and start working towards the circle. And she'll get the free hit just outside. Crowded circle now for Seacliff. Redmond. And another one. Spano battling in the middle with Newton. Again, Spano dispossessed and they'll try and come out. And again, Holland Smith working really hard to try and hold it in that corner. A little bit head down. Emma DeBro. I think we talk about these youngsters. Hattie Shand is another one that we talk about being around that age. And Emma DeBro, obviously they've been in the conversation all year. Just needed to get her head up a little bit sooner. Spano will fire that one in. It's found under Holland Smith. Holland Smith, she will send it through and she will score. So we are all tied up. Nice little delay from Holland Smith. We are 1 goal apiece. 19 minutes to go.
Great ball in by Maddie Spano. Just calm and composed by Lucy.
Was there a deflection at the back post? I hope I haven't stolen a goal off someone. See whether I can see on my computer and wait and see whether we can get it.
I reckon Lucy'd be trying to claim every little touch of
No,
that.
I think that was Holland Smith who got that one. Don't think there was a touch at the back post. The University look a lot more settled now. Spano, who is sitting deep, gets her head up, but she's surrounded by 3 Seacliff players. Now Seacliff can look and boat. Maddie Spano, again, she's been like a wrecking ball. Nice little steal. Then couldn't stop. She's got a bit physical over the last couple of minutes, Holly.
Just shows how much they really want this game.
Pisani with a nice little poke tackle. Now Seacliff can break. 3 on 3. The look to the left just a little bit too far in front of Morrison. Morrison's got a long chase down into that corner. She'll just try and work down that byline and it's poked away. Maddie Spano has been impressive so far.
She is a rock, but she's also a very quick rock. So funny enough, but she breaks apart and she's that attacking defender who actually can then start throwing the ball into the midfield.
Big swing, but Mickey Spano came out. Holland Smith. She'll look to carry, then she'll try and release down that left-hand side. Just a little bit too far in front. Adrenaline will probably be an issue. I mean, this is no tomorrow hockey. They win and go home. Win or go home.
Yep. And there's a lot of pressure with that. So the skills you try and do on a daily basis, they might not necessarily come out the same.
So going out to that right-hand side. That's a good ball into the middle. She's got one-on-one with Redmond, and Redmond will just kick it away.
Don't think Penny was going to let her do that for a second.
Georgie Lie from Port Lincoln. One-on-one with Penny Redmond. Adelaide University trying to hold it in, but they give away the free hit. And Seacliff will be able to come away. Interesting as well, weather-wise, the clouds have come over, so it's overcast, so it's lovely out there. This morning when the sun was out, it was probably the hottest that anybody will have played hockey for a good couple of months. So we add on to that. That one will come across.
It is ideal hockey weather. They can really run, work their butt off, essentially. I really wish I was out there, to be honest. Looks like fun.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
Stop it.
Seacliff will look to clear, and they don't manage it. Amy Hunt just managing to get in the way, and then she'll earn a free hit.
Seacliff sort of playing away from their typical game style. They're kind of moving to that hit and hope, and you just can't do that against sides like this.
My notes say they like to play fast and free-flowing, and that's better. That's what we're starting to see. Pisani on this left-hand side. She'll look to get around the back. She does get around the back. Just can't get past the left defender, and that's what we saw from the start. Pisani getting around the back with the centre ball, and the follow-up was there.
It's what they're good at.
They'll want to hit University on the break. Lovely 3D skills along the baseline. Oh, just couldn't get that centre ball. Lewis working hard. Umpires just put the whistle away, let them play. Off we go, Spano. Lovely little poke check from Tarpe. Head up now. Very, very crowded. Just a wall of Seacliff players in front of her, but he's managed to find a way through to Spano. Spano now will then get shut down completely by Meg Bourne. Bourne back in that corner. Will look inside to Tomei. That will go out. Just need to clarify that. Everyone was referring to her as Tomeo on Monday night. I'm sure she said to me Tomei when I asked her name.
No, well, I think it's actually Tomio.
Tomeo.
Yes.
We'll go with Tomeo.
But I think she's used to answering to everything now.
Anastasia.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent in the short film.
Oh, she is a
Hockey
cracker.
national treasure. Stole every scene she was in, I think.
Hilarious. Just hilarious.
So they'll go to the back post. Winnie Hill trying to work that baseline again. They'll go out, but University will send it back in. Just tried to slide it through. Now Seacliff could possibly hurt on the break. Just sold Pisani short. Hill fires it across into the circle, but nobody was there.
You can see them rushing a little bit, just trying to give the ball away rather than finding their players. I think that will come in more as they settle into the game a little bit more.
The game has settled a little bit. We came out like it was a 5-minute game. We came out like it was the final 2 minutes, and Seacliff got that very, very early goal, but now we've settled into it. So Emma DeBro finding room out onto that right-hand side, just a little bit too far in front. So the number 10 for Adelaide Uni is Sophie Fry. Who was our other mystery player? Kelsey Benchy is wearing the number 4 for Seacliff.
The goal
Seacliff
scorer.
do get another circle entry. And another short corner.
So Seacliff have a fair few options in their short corners. They've got Emma DeBro, who's a hitter. Anastasia, who does a really nice slider. You've got Katie Pisani on deflection. And you've got Annie Buzzicko on the close post. So
Anastasia Tomeo. Anastasia. She's wearing the captain's leg band today as well.
she's very much the leader of this group.
And Amy Hunt is the captain for Adelaide University. Just could not trap it. No, they've worked it well though. And a short corner, another one. Good communication between the umpires there. I don't think the young gentleman was quite sure, and he deferred to Charcolette.
Yeah, we both Ben and Shara linked up with microphones, and it just makes your life much easier. You just every now and then can just confer and also just double check what you think you saw.
So they'll go another short corner.
See a change to the battery now.
Tomeo got the hook. She messed up the first one. Oh, that's a good hit. That's on the board, and that's Tomeo. That's how you make up for not getting your trap on the first one. Score the second one. Look at the smile on her face. She's happy with that one.
Straight through everyone.
Impressive.
Like a rock.
She looked almost guilty in that replay.
There will be no guilt at all, trust me.
cries from the hill. And the Adelaide University mob are all the way over there on that far hill. Urging for a free hit, didn't get one. There's another clash of sticks going on, but they have managed to make that. Someone's getting a green card.
Lucy, it looks like, for the tackle that the crowd went wild on.
The goal scorer. So they come all the way back to the Tomeo. And another free hit. Discipline being a little bit of an issue for Adelaide University over the last couple of minutes. And another free hit. Barry Sivic isn't going to be amazingly happy with the way that things have gone over the last couple of minutes. 2 short corners and then a flurry of free hits. Finally, Adelaide University will be able to come away. Inside the final 10 minutes of this first half, not going to script at the moment.
I don't think there is a script for this game, to be honest. It's just going to be tight and ferocious.
We are ad-libbing.
Yes, it's the best way.
Thank God you're here, the hockey version. So Tomeo will just send it out to the right-hand side. They'll keep moving to the right. Sophie Fry working hard, and they've managed to switch all the way back across. Tarpe will then look to the left-hand side to Busico. She'll try and get to that byline. She'll throw it into the circle. It's bouncing around, but Seacliff will get it. Half appealed for a short corner, didn't get one. Now Adelaide University will look to break. And a free hit. Free hit, and I think Kate Holland-Smith wanted a little bit more than just a free hit from Charcolette. Nothing doing there, nothing given.
I just think it's good, strong hockey. Nothing wrong with that at all.
So Lucy Holland-Smith will come back in and then go straight away. She runs around the outside, then finds a lovely little pass inside. Just could not be sorted out by Winnie Hill.
It's a lovely ball.
It was a great little ball. Georgia Lee on the back end of it just couldn't get to it either. But she was going to sneak around the back. Carried a long way and will continue. Holland-Smith finally got the challenge, and then she will get it back. And then she will send it out to Spano. Spano will work towards the circle, then come back. Excellent little tackle. Pisani just fell short of Pisani. Now they're going to have to try and pass their way out of there. Pisani very, very tight, and then we'll just fire it down the line. It will find a Seacliff player. She's got no help at all at the moment, so she's going to work her way. She will get the assistance of Morrison, and they will get the free hit. Another thing that Barry Sibic won't be happy with, an outnumbered Seacliff and had them pinned in the corner, and they managed to release. Another ball across. Maddie Spano will just knock it behind for a long corner. Getting close to the final 5 minutes of this first half. They'll come back to Megbourne and almost found its way through. Now Seacliff did get hold of it with Emma DeBro, but there was a free hit there, so Spano will take control. As we reach the final 5 minutes of this from a coaching point of view, if you put yourself in the Adelaide University, if you put yourself in Barry Sivich's shoes, what are you saying to your girls as we get to half time?
I think he'd be saying the work rate and the strength on the ball's been fantastic. I think they need to make that final trap and just be a little bit cleaner in their skills. I think their press has been fantastic. Seacliff had to work really, really hard to get it out, so I think they just need to keep that up. But it's just that last little bit as they hit that attacking 25 and the attacking circle.
And from a Seacliff point of view, just more of the same?
More of the same, but I think like you can see when they run break lines, when they pass to pass, they look really good, but when they just try and long bomb it, I think it's not been so successful because, ooh.
There's another card.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a yellow. Yellow for Sophie Fry. She comes off quickly.
Yep. As soon as you get your bottom on the bench.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so if Seacliff can keep moving the ball around, I think that's where they're going to get the best benefits.
That one will just bounce up off the stick of Holland Smith and go out. Tarpe will send it down the line. Nobody there.
But I think all in all, the work rate of both teams, sensational. You can't question it. They're putting their body on the line.
We are seeing some big breaths, and I think that's probably because it's the hottest the girls will have played in for a while.
It's been a cold season. It's been horrid, to be honest.
It's been a horribly cold winter. Spring is taking its time as well.
It is. But I think this game is so quick, they're having to counter-attack and work back really hard. So
Spanner to Spanner, she just couldn't get control of it. She barks at herself. You put yourself under high standards. Back to Tamayo. Tamayo has taken up that sweeper role that we've seen the more experienced players go to. So Erin Johnson, first real time we've called her name, other than picking the ball at the back of the net twice. She hasn't had to do much. Pisani tried to fire it through. Nice little release pass from Spano, just too far in front of Holland Smith. The thing I like about commentating for Adelaide Uni, if you say Spano or Holland Smith, there's a good chance you've got it right. Good, strong challenge. Again, they will just try and clear it. They didn't quite get there. Cooper just tried to get it out, just couldn't quite get there. Holland Smith in a battle and will get the free hit. 2.5 minutes to go. Still time in this first half for them to try and drag it back to level. Holland Smith again catches a Seacliff player through. Umpire's happy with it and just nicked off the stick. Oh, high stick from both of them. Umpire decides it's a university free hit.
There's nice little shave tackles just before winning the ball off plays when they don't even expect it.
Overhead flick. Oh, that almost came off absolutely perfectly. We talked earlier on in the season. We talked about the overhead flick for the girls, and can't get a better example of it than that.
That's perfect.
Very nearly on the stick of Spano. That would have been goal of the season.
Oh, wouldn't adjust.
Again, a little bit back to the wall for Seacliff. Pisani got her head up. She hasn't got much in front of it, just throws it in field. Nobody really there. Nice little reverse pass to Spano. Spano will try and get her head up again, surrounded by Seacliff. Again, the tackle goes to an Adelaide University stick. Strong running from Amy Hunt. She'll have the free hit around the same position. I don't think Seacliff will allow the same mistake to happen again. Out on the right-hand side to Spano. Spano will look for that circle entry. It comes off a stick. It's bouncing around in front of Redmond. She kicks it, but she kicks it straight to Holland Smith. Holland Smith tries to pull it back. There's a whistle. Long corner.
Oh,
She bobbled around in there, didn't she?
they did it.
So Hunt again will take control. Her ability to pick a pass has been fantastic so far. Again, she's crowded. Another free hit. This time just outside the circle. She'll come all the way back, try and rebuild from the back. Inside the final minute, about 30 seconds to go. That will probably be that for this first half. So Seacliff leading this one 2-1. Surprise goal very, very, very early on in that first half as they came out.
It's a lovely run by Ash Morrison onto Katie Pisani, who then just knocked it across. Don't think Uni were ready for it, I don't think.
I don't think anybody was. You know,
No.
it caught me by surprise as well. Adelaide University managed to fight back in a lovely, mazy run by Lucy Holland-Smith, and then wonderful defence, wonderful delay, just to wait and see what Redmond did. And when Redmond made the decision, Lucy Holland-Smith decided where she was going to put it.
Yep.
Then there was a run of short corners for Adelaide University. First for Seacliff. First one, the trap was messed up, but they got another one.
Yes.
Mayo made up for it. The wonderful slide, really, more than a hit.
Yeah, it's very deceptive. You think it's hooking more to the left, it goes to the right. So it's really hard to read. And also, when it's got that pace, it's just generally pretty hard to stop.
You still can't pick one. You're not going to be able to pick a winner. You wouldn't want to pick a winner out of this one.
No, that's what's so fantastic about it, isn't it?
It's been good. I mean, and that's absolutely flown by. I mean, that's gone. So it's been an incredible first half of hockey and an incredible weekend of hockey. The lights are on. More for us than the players. It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
Absolutely fantastic day. And this is something that we've seen as well, which may be an issue for the players, is pitches had to be watered every single half now because it's drying out. So will that affect the players as we get towards the end of the...
Not necessarily. The drier it is, the worse the ball performs. And the quicker it is, the wetter it is, the quicker the ball moves. So I think to have a good game of hockey, you want it to be as wet as possible. It also is a bit stickier as well when it's dry.
Yeah, and you know, the State Hockey Centre has been a great venue for us for the entire year. And obviously we'll see you again next week. We'll be doing the Metro 1 finals as well as the Premier League finals, men and women. My memory's shot, but seen some of the Metro 1 stuff today. It is literally knocking on the door of the Premier League stuff.
Very much so. So what you're looking for in your Metro 1 sides is to blood your players, to give them as much experience and confidence as you can. And that's why you see a mix in the Metro 1s of older players who might not necessarily want to play Premier League anymore, or who just can't stick to that pace, and the young upcoming girls. So those teams are pretty decent, really.
There was certainly a lot of youth there as well. Certainly a lot of youth I saw playing in that, and that's, like you say, it's the older ones passing out and the younger ones coming through. So it's the future of Premier League hockey, you would say. Just trying to think, some of the award winners we've been through. Best and fairest was Leah Wellstead. Best and fairest for the men was Curtis Wilson. Life members, Gary Belder, umpire, he got a life member. Adelaide Hockey Club got the Japan Cup for the best club. You weren't far off on best and fairest, were you?
No, I wasn't, but I was quite surprised with that. I thought there are a fair few strong girls in the this year's comp, but I'll take it as a compliment.
So we talk about potential game changers for Seacliff. Emma De Bruyne, who hasn't done an incredible amount in the first half. She's been in the game in parts, but hasn't really got a stick on it and really put a stamp on it.
No, I would say you may see her more in the short corner area. But the other one for Seacliff, I think, who comes out of the blue almost, is Cody Lewis. She is setting up a lot. She had a good period in that last half where she touched the ball, but she was always consistent with it, always kept the ball. So I reckon she may be one to watch as well.
So she's 17 years old, but has represented SAPSASA, under 13, under 15, under 16, schoolgirls, under 18s, and represented Australia in the shadow for the Australian under 16s and Australian girls school team. So at 17, she's got a fair old CV on her already.
Certainly has, especially coming from Mount Gambier, so she would have to be doing a lot of travelling at the moment. to get up to play these games. So good on her.
Yeah, and like you say, and from a Adelaide University point of view, we look at Maddie Spano. Maddie Spano, like you said, has been an absolute rock back there. Can't really apportion blame for the two goals. The first one, nobody was ready. I mean, there were still people taking their seats in front of us, and it was in the back of the net. She's been very, very good. She's looked to play a part through. As things have gone on, Amy Hunt started to come into it and is really being able to pick a pass. She's quarterbacking this university team at the moment.
Very much so. And I think one of the biggest thing is, for little bits in the game, you've seen Seacliff just trying to pump it through the middle, and it's just not going to go past Amy. Amy's solid, traps everything. And as you said, she picks passes and is very strong. So you essentially don't want to put the ball near her.
Seacliff have looked the most dangerous when they've come out fast and they've counter-attacked, and it's been quick. Like you say, when they've just thrown it away, then it's been more difficult for them. When they've got Pisani running into the channels, that's when they've looked incredibly dangerous.
Yep. And I don't think Uni can necessarily keep up with them when they do that, but I think Uni certainly have their measure if they look to hit more of those long options.
And on screen, we just saw Mickey Spano quiet in that first half. Didn't really get the service, and anytime she did get the service, she was surrounded by Seacliff players. Really just wasn't given a chance to do what we know Mickey Spano can do.
I think she's now become a bit of a hunted player. People know that she's very skillful and dynamic. But I would see, the Holland Smith girls and Jamie Logan, they're the girls that I think will pick up the scraps from players not marking them because they're looking after Mickey. I think that's where you'll see the next few goals.
Thank you very much for joining us on Hockey SA on the Facebook page and on the Hockey SA Facebook page. It is powered by Spacequake Sports. Absolutely wonderful to be with you on this wonderful spring afternoon. We're underway in the second half. So we get ready to go again. So Maddie Spano, that overhead flick again through to Mickey Spano. She just couldn't get control of it. The overhead flicks that we've seen in this game have been good.
And that's what we want to see at this high level. I'd expect nothing less from these girls, really.
I think you can take complete credit for it. It's obviously you talking about it on the live streams earlier in the year. Everyone's gone away and practiced.
Oh, completely.
It's entirely your fault. Take the credit.
Oh, I'd definitely take that one.
So University will look down the right-hand side, try and get to that baseline. Kate Holland-Smith just turns inside, and again, she manages to get that circle entry. It does fire its way across. It's not going to make it, but they do have an overlap runner in just Janelle Pisani. She will fire it into the circle. Good touch by Holland-Smith. It's going to come out, though. They finally got it out. Fry looking to keep it in, but unfortunately, just for her, gives away the free hit. Then stands the ground, gives away another one.
That's what I'd like to see from Seacliff, though. Ash Morrison just taking that quick free hit. I think that's what will catch Uni out.
They don't want to sit on that lead, do they?
No, 2-1 is scary. I think they need to keep attacking. And I think they will. They're not the side to sit back and wilt.
So Maddie Spano has moved out, and she likes to play in that right back position, but she will pull herself wherever she needs to go, but she mainly stays in that right back position. She tries to slide it through. Finds Holland-Smith. Tomeo does very, very well. Then there's one. Pisani will manage to make that tackle. Now they go quickly. That one fired forward. Cut out by Seacliff, though. Dubrow, look for a little pass inside. Gets it. Pisani does very, very well. Then fires it forward. Long corner. Seacliff have to be careful. They can't sit back and try and protect a 2-1 lead.
No, I think they would be absolutely murdered if they did that. As you said in the first half, if you've got the ball, Uni aren't scoring. And I think that's what they need to do. They need to push up.
Holland-Smith fired it into the front, into her sister, Kate Holland-Smith. It didn't get there. deflected a little bit too far.
Holland Smith girls been up and about today. They've just got that nice change of pace and just nice and slick on the ball.
So this is where Seacliff needs to get back and start playing hockey again. The pressure from Adelaide University is immense at the moment.
It's what they do well. They are a pressing team. They don't give you much option at all.
And again, pressure. They have no time to sit on that ball at all. I mean, Seacliff are making their way forward, but literally inch by inch at the moment. They made about 2 meters from where their first ball, where the ball first went out. Fine again for the 3rd time in a row. Not 5. She's not happy at that. Sophie Fry. She's already had 1 green card. Made sure that she's way over the 5 now. Again, she puts on that pressure. Again, they can't get it out. Excellent work by Fry, despite suffering the wrath of umpire Collette. Then it's turned over in midfield. Morrison will pick it up. Then she will look out. She's got Pisani away to the left if she can find her. She does find Pisani. Pisani will then come in field. Then throw it in field to Debro. Debro just brings it back a touch. Then look for a little reverse pass into the circle and couldn't find it. Goes to Spano. Spano one-on-one with Tomeo. Tomeo just corrals it down that far side. Spano decides, okay, I'll go around the outside then. Then fires it across. All about the control in the middle, and it's a good exit. And I can take a breath.
You can. Not for long.
We're back and running again. Tomeo in there. Tomeo against Spano. Spano manages to free it up. That's outside the circle. Missed anyway.
So Mickey did put it to the far post. It would have been nice to see a little touch in. Not to be.
Trying to see who was at the back there. That was Winnie Hill.
Winnie Hill. Yep.
Winnie Hill. Again, we see this very, very high pressure, and again they're going to try and lock them in that 25.
It's very smart hockey by Uni because they are stopping what Seacliff want to do best, and that is get some quick flowing hockey. Building it up inch by inch isn't their forte for Seacliff.
And again, they've turned it over. Little bit messy in that middle. Still there. Umpires let them play for a bit. And there's a free hit. Someone, I think, is going to suffer the wrath of the umpire. He wants to speak to her. So Ben Sutherland brought her all the way over just to tell her to go away.
Make that run a little bit longer to the bench.
Yeah. Fry out to the right-hand side. To Spano. Spano will throw it inside. Pisani took Spano as well when she ran past, and again Seacliff trying to get out. Now I hate to flog a dead horse, but these issues that Seacliff have had deep in their own 25 on overhead flick will get them out of it.
Exactly right. Yep.
So Spano working hard down in that right corner, just does very, very well, turns her around and then loses it. So Seacliff can come away with a 16-yard hit.
Either a overhead or a very quick free hit, but you can see they're just trying to compose themselves as well. So by that stage, Uni have already set up, and then they want to press them.
Across the face of goal, Hill. Again, they just zone off and take away the options. Very, very close for Hill to get a stick on that. Fry will generate a free hit. Don't think our cameras have looked to the Adelaide Uni half at much, if at all, in this second half. University again will fire it in. Spano gets a deflection into the circle. The other Spano comes across. Spano versus Pisani will resume. And it will be a Seacliff ball. How long can Seacliff put up with this pressure?
It's a good question. They're doing pretty well so far, but it's definitely a scramble. They need some movement as well.
Tomeo plays to herself then, tries to pick a pass through. Nice little touch to Pisani. Finally they will break, they will release. Lovely slide ball, but Debro just could not get there.
Would love to see her on her guts. Go for a dive.
I was about to say that, but I didn't. I did think, yeah, I think most coaches would be asking for just that little bit more effort.
Yeah, I think that's where you see players like Katie Pisani and Mickey. They've had that experience and they know just put your body on the line. May not work out, but you know what? You've got nothing to lose.
Well, you know what they say, pain heals, scars last forever. Pain heals, scars are cool.
Glory lasts forever.
Glory lasts forever. That's the one.
I was thinking that when I watched the Port match last night in the footy.
I'm not talking about that.
Hit a raw nerve.
Very raw. I've had enough extra time for the weekend, I'll put it that way.
It was painful to watch.
There we see that overhead flick. And it's got through to
And
Pisani.
it worked.
And they'll get that free hit. Now they're going to look to try and go quick from this one and catch University before they get back there, but they're happy to sit on it again.
Katie's doing a lot of work today, playing that link striker role.
Tomeo is taking that job now of trying to find the passes and pick the passes through. Just nobody there. Maddie Spano trying to work back into the Seacliff half. Slid it through, came off a Seacliff player, so they'll just edge their way up the line. There's that overhead flick. It's all about the control. Excellent control. She's plucked it out of the air, but she's turned it over to Lie. Lie will send it to the baseline. Just lost control of it. Still in, though. Still in for Hill. Hill will fire it into the middle. It's still there. Spano on the reverse stick, which he loves. Just could not get it back under control. And Pisani will pick it up. Oh, huge challenge. Huge challenge from Fry. Sorry, Hunt. Huge challenge from Hunt in the middle. Just as we see that, just came across. She got it on the back stick, which she loved, but Seacliff were awake to that.
Yeah, I think Mickey was looking to get the short corner off that, which was pretty smart. Just unlucky not to hit the foot.
Picked up again by Hunt.
Yeah, just hitting through that middle is not working for them.
Nice little reverse pass. Holland Smith after work. She won't get there though, but Leo will work her way out onto that right-hand side. Then she'll try and get to the byline. Long corner. Very interesting conversation with your brother, who was also an award winner, about short corners. If we get a chance, we'll have a chat about that. Lucy Holland Smith. To her sister. Got into that circle again. Still bobbling around. Seacliff not getting it clear. And again, it will be a University ball. He was suggesting 2 points for a field goal, 1 point for a short corner goal.
Ah, exactly what they played in the Indian Hockey League.
Would be an interesting...
I'd love it. I think it would encourage, probably more so in men's hockey, more field goals. Short corners are good, but they're a little bit predictable when you've got a good drag flicker.
It's fired across. Another idea we talked about was bonus points. So if you win by 3 goals, you get a bonus point. But they have to be field goals. Score 3 field goals, you get a bonus point.
Oh, sounds good.
We'll fix hockey by the end of this game. That one found its way through to Pisani. She just couldn't get it.
If I had my way, you'd get bonus goals for tomahawks.
We do love the old tomahawk. Somebody actually sent me a message after one of the games I did, and she said, you say tomahawk a lot. They do a lot of tomahawks.
That's right. It's a pretty handy skill, hard to tackle.
I haven't seen many of them though today. So Adelaide University looking to release, but Seacliff will get it in and look for that circle entry. It's picked off at the front though. Now they will look to go. Again, just surrounded by Seacliff players. Does very, very well and gets away from it. Then they will send it out to the right to Pisani. Pisani will chase it down towards that byline. She will bring it under control. Just loses, but again, works very, very hard to get her own ball back. She doesn't like losing it. Unfortunately, it'll go for a 16-yard hit. Something we've seen a lot of there. Anytime Adelaide University want to try and just put their head up and get control and pick a pass, surrounded by Seacliff players.
The work rate for both teams has been pretty solid, but you'd expect nothing less.
No, not at all. Good control by Spano. Then we'll find a little bit of space. Now she can get her head up. Has Lie down the line if she can find her. She does. Excellent control from Lie. Cries of short corner. Good strength by Lie. Just ripped the stick out of the hand.
Take that.
Yeah. Spano will play on. Goes far enough, then we'll get a long corner. Cries of short corner. There's a little pocket of Adelaide University fans away to my left.
Yeah, I think we've been hearing the Seacliff fans over on the hill a little bit as well today.
See whether we can see any familiar faces. Of course, Seacliff Premier League men's have got the weekend off.
I'm sure they would have been training fairly hard either yesterday or this morning.
No, Dan Mitchell is here. He coached the Metro 1 men. I know he's here. Getting that pressure. And, just got under the stick, and now they can look to break. Tarpe sends it in field, but again, Hunt does very, very well. Playing the advantage was none there, so Hunt will have another free hit just in the Seacliff half. She'll play to herself. Again, we see Seacliff just surround the Adelaide University players, just causing them a little bit of an issue with just giving away too many free hits at the moment. Again, a very, very crowded circle. Just too far in front of Spano. Is parking the bus something you say in hockey, or Seacliff park the bus?
I'm not sure we've said it, but, you know, I think it's a thing. I don't think they have parked the bus. I think Adelaide Uni are working exceptionally hard to not let Seacliff do what they want. The press they're playing is high. They're not letting them flow around the outside easily.
Tomeo again looking for that pass. University again finally managed to get a stick on it. It will come back. Holland Smith sends it out to the right-hand side to Maddie Spano. Maddie Spano sends it down into the corner. Lie can't get there, and Seacliff will get the free hit. Well, a hit in. Sideline?
Sideline hit.
Sideline hit.
Once again, you see Uni have almost created a nice sliding press. So not letting them go essentially anywhere.
Head height, so it will come back. Their options, Seacliff's options are really limited for them. I mean, they're not even able to pass around the back, such as the pressure that Adelaide University has put on.
So I think this is where the overheads come in. I think lots of movement. They've just got to do a few different types of outletting options. I don't think they can stay.
Right, we see a tomahawk into the circle. It's caught a leg on the way through, so Seacliff will be able to clear.
They need to take quick free hits. You know, all those things that we know we should do but don't necessarily do. That's what Seacliff need to do quickly.
Best to go quickly. And again, Holland Smith gets a stick on the ball. And again, you're talking about going quickly, and get what you're saying. Don't allow Adelaide University the time to set up their press, but they're getting into that press so quickly.
They are working hard.
Winnie Hill, you have a whole week to recover. So run yourself into the ground for this one.
Yeah.
Lucy Holland Smith goes quickly. Just looks to take on DeBro. Reads down the outside of DeBro. Gets to the byline. Sends it across. Lie on the back. It's like a little reverse flick, but not on target. 16-yard hit.
Seacliff are really going to have to start pulling something different out. I don't think they can hold out Uni for 17 minutes. Not like this.
I mean, Lie would have been very, very impressive if Lie had scored from there. You'd think she would have just wanted to dump it into that hot box in front of the goal. Tomeo again. Look, options just shut down straight away by the pressure from Adelaide University. There's that overhead flick, and it will work. But straight away, Pisani will manage to get her stick on it.
So this is when they need to get the ball and just go.
But again, we just see how hard University work to get that press on. And we see that again, it's worked. This time it's Winnie Hill. Just works incredibly hard to get into that position. And again. Finally, they might have broken one though. Pisani does very, very well.
It's probably a good tip for young kids playing at home. If you can press well, you can get picked. It's an awesome skill to have, and you can see how effective it really is. Seacliff are really struggling to know where to go.
So while we've been engrossed in the game, I just had a look through. There's some discussion in the comments. I might bring you in on it. Whether we think this is Penny Redmond's last season.
Ooh, good question. I'd hope not, but you know, she's had a few injuries in the last year, so possibly.
Been in goal for 15 years. Playing golf 15 years. Must have played 220 plus Premier League games. Sure somebody somewhere has counted them. Adelaide University again will continue that pressure. But it looks like Malcolm Barron, who's been talking about it, has some mail for Penny Redmond. Now they will get that circle entry and they get it in front of Lie. Again just turns it around the corner and does not get it on target.
No, great defending by Anastasia Tamayo. Just solid.
Yeah, Malcolm Barron, Brad Kitto suggesting he should be on Media Watch. Certainly got some inside information.
Look, I hope it's not her last year. But I know Seacliff have some promising goalies coming up as well, so.
Tamayo, nice little work just over the stick of Fry. But again, they'll turn it over. Foot in there though, so they'll get the free hit. Tamayo does look to go quick and will go overhead. It's all about whether Pisani can deal with it in the air. She does, but then turns it over. But we'll get the free hit. Hunt. Lovely little ball to Lie. Another circle entry for University. Tries to work there. It's an advantage for Whistle now. Spano. Short corner. First time we've seen her get the chance on goal. Well dealt with though by Penny Redmond, the one we were just talking about. Now she's going to have to earn her money.
Yeah, so we'll look to see another variation, I think, between the from the uni girls. Possibly a little direct out to Mickey Spano. Otherwise, Maddie Spano is known for a nice low, hard drag flick.
They have Janelle Pisani as well in a very, very short position.
It's not a usual. It's not a usual position for players that far. So
good trap. Spano with the flick. 16-yard hit. Was about to give all the plaudits for Redmond because I think she got a stick to it. And then good stick save, I think.
Fantastic stick save.
So University will look to continue that pressure. Holland Smith looking to get that circle entry. Long, long run. Finds the byline. Sends it across. Redmond does well. Long corner.
Great run. Great run by Uni.
Incredible run. Both the Holland Smith sisters have been, when they get given the space and the time.
They do have very good change of pace, and then you've just got to try and keep up with them, which is exceptionally hard to do.
Another free hit just outside the circle. Now she's a very, very crowded circle. Holland Smith will play herself. She's got options back if she wants it with Hunt. Good defence from Seacliff. And they will get the free hit. To draw parallels between today and last night. Port Adelaide just knocked on the door of West Coast for an entire half, and this is the feeling you get here with Adelaide University really putting the pressure on Seacliff. It's whether Seacliff can hold out. Maybe go up the other end and nick one.
Wouldn't mind seeing an extra time game. I'm sure the fans
Again, we
won't,
see that pressure, and Adelaide University now can break. Here's a 3-on-3. Numbers are coming, and again we see Seacliff crowd that ball. Another free hit. Holland Smith, head down a little bit. We'll send it inside to Hunt. Hunt will turn around, get their head up, trying to pick a pass. Nothing for her at the moment. She'll just mazily run towards the circle. Then we'll get it in. There is a deflection. And that will go wide for a 16-yard hit.
Players starting to look a little bit tired out there, I think. They've worked hard for good 50, 60 minutes or so. So this is where you've really got to start having that gut running in and make sure you just make those really simple traps.
Pisani having a little battle.
With Em Lewis, the 18-year-old.
Yes, good little battle brewing between those two. There's little spot fires all over the field, isn't there? Pisani versus Maddie Spano. Maddie Spano will swing the log at that one. Pisani decides to go quickly, then she'll look inside, then find the circle entry. Cut out, but it's still in there. Still bouncing around, still there. That is a short corner, but that's an incredible clearance off the line by Laura Cooper. Looked like an automatic goal. Not sure what's happening.
Little altercation between a player and the goalie, I believe.
Well, she bounced around in there. I think it got trapped underneath the keeper, which is Erin Johnson, at some point. We have a replay. Incredible goal line stuff from Laura Cooper. So having a chat with the captain, Shah Collette. I am in possession of her first name, but I'm under strict instructions never to tell anyone what her full first name is.
I think that's a very good idea to keep that one quiet.
So another short corner.
I think Shah just telling the captains just to keep the girls under control. It is a fiery match, and that's what you expect to see, but you don't want it to spill over.
It's the pointy end of the season.
It is. In a game where winners get to the grand final, losers have to start pre-season all over again.
You get an extra week on your pre-season, though.
Oh, yuck.
There you go, great trap. There's the slide. Came off a foot just in front. I don't think it was deliberate though, so it's just a short corner. Tamayo coming over and getting instructions from Matt Morton.
Uni girls just taking a breath. Seacliff girls have been pretty decent from their short corners this year.
That one was threatening again. I think it was Tamayo again who had the attack, and it's just like a slap slide.
Yeah, and then you've got Katie Pisani on that post, so if she misses, she's just got to tap in.
Another good injection. Tamayo with the trap. Little bit of variation. Ends up at the back post where Pisani was. She just moved out of that position at the last minute. Would have been an absolute sitter if she'd stayed there. Now they will have a long corner. A little bit of sustained pressure from Seacliff. First time we've seen that. We are within the last 10 minutes.
That's not something Uni want to see. Uni were building up a really sustained attacking, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes almost. So
we'll see whether University will be able to have anything on the break if they can get out. Seacliff, and here we go, and just as we say that, Spano, she'll get her head up. She'll just try and work through the two of them. She does. As she went through, she was looking at Ben Sutherland, asking whether she was going to get anything, but she'll take the sideline hit over on that side. And they will edge closer to that circle.
Seacliff now put all players in the defensive 25.
Well, they've definitely parked the bus now then. Still bouncing around, but they'll get out in a 16-yard hit.
Be interesting.
See whether we can get a wide shot of this 16-yard hit, just so we can see how well Adelaide University set up.
Now, I believe Mickey may have actually just got given a card.
So just as we see, you just see how well Adelaide just cut off any sort of option, and as we say that, find that little simple option through. But you just see how well they set up, and they've set up like that on every single.
They have. So Mickey
hit.
Spano's just been given a yellow card, which means that their strikers will be down to two strikers. Sorry.
So they'll get 2 minutes at the end. They'll go, and Fry will go. They'll come out to Holland Smith on this left-hand side. Holland Smith looking to work down the left wing. She'll run past the first one. Then she'll run past the second one. Then she'll look to try and get it in. One-handed, she'll work down this left-hand wing. Now she'll fire it across the front. That's where one of your strikers would be.
Yeah, yep. Fortunately, you need that extra one on the pitch. So you see Uni will struggle a lot more now trying to set up that full press because they lack now their point person. So now they've got 2 girls having to do 3 girls' work.
I can definitely say this, and I can say this with confidence now. At what point does Barry Sibbage start thinking about a kicking back?
Well, it depends if they've practiced it or not. Because you don't want to do it if you don't know what you're doing.
That's a good ball, a good circle entry. Should be coming up. She's got loads of time and space to pick a pass. She sends it into the middle. Pisani is there. Pisani gets a stick on it, but again, excellent work at the back there from Laura Cooper. Just get it out on that 45.
Seacliff have to score while Uni are a player down.
Pisani fires it across. Maddie Spano does enough. Still in there. Another short corner. Oh, there's another yellow card. Not sure who's going.
Jamie Logan looks like she's going. Ben Sutherland runs a tight ship.
Don't think there's obviously some discussion between the players and Mr. Sutherland.
Yes, yes.
Time has stopped. 6 minutes 11 to go.
So now Uni have 2 players on the bench. So you'll see that with 1 striker. It'll be interesting to see if they change tact in how they press.
I think they went with the normal press, which then left numbers out the back. Tomeo, stop, great save. Wonderful save. 3rd one, 4th one, finally they will get it out of there. Excellent work from Erin Johnson. Keeps Adelaide University alive, even though they're down 2 players at the moment. And I think they're going to be at least 1 player down for the rest of this game.
That's why I believe she was goalie of the year this year. Very well deserved.
Interception by Holland Smith. Holland Smith will look to run down the outside. On that back stick, she gets to the byline. 16-yard hit. Holland Smith's going to have to be careful.
I wouldn't push
They'll
that
run
point.
out of players. I have to say, if there wasn't already 2 sitting in the naughty chairs, I think Mr. Sutherland might have sent her.
I think so.
They'll go down that left-hand side. Come back on herself. University will get the free. Just played on quickly, just ran down a blind alley, but we'll get another free hit. Starting to get pressure time now for Adelaide University. They've knocked and they've knocked and they've knocked on that door. And there's another whistle. Winnie Hill. No, Amy Hunt is being called all the way over. And Winnie Hill, I think, was the subject of Mr. Sutherland's attention. They have banged and banged on that door, and Penny Redmond and her defence have been like bouncers at the casino, refusing entry.
I still think Uni are playing exceptionally well considering they're 2 down. I don't think they're really letting it get to them.
We cannot undersell the defensive work that Seacliff have had to do in this second half.
They have fought.
They have been under pressure since the start of this second half. Bar a few moments where they've managed to relieve it a couple of times. Tamayo has done very, very well at the back there. She will send it out to the left-hand side. Lovely little ball through the middle. Now Seacliff can look to launch an attack. They'll go out onto that left-hand side. Again, they'll just look to try and get to that baseline. They get there. Now they will just look to bring it across. Erin Johnson doing very, very well. Then they will just get rid. Less than 5 minutes to go in this one. Emma DeBro will look to go down into the baseline. Be a long corner to Seacliff. Alex Newton will play to herself. Again, they'll look into that right-hand corner. Almost as if they're happy to just stay in that corner and waste a bit of time. She'll get the free hit. Imagine it's a long, long time to decide to just play with the ball on this side. Then she'll fire it across the middle to Pisani. What a save by Erin Johnson. Big, big blocker save from Johnson. Still in there though. Free hit, Adelaide Uni. Adelaide Uni will be close to getting Mickey Spano back, you would think. Fired across to Holland Smith, just can't get there. And Seacliff will take their time.
I think between Erin Johnson and Laura Cooper, they've kept Uni in this so far.
Laura Cooper's been incredible at the back. Instinctive from Pisani at the back post. Didn't get hold of it, and University can look. Spano is back on. They will get the sideline hit again. Interchange players standing in the way. Another little bit of wasted time. Not 5, so we will go again. 2 minutes to go. Sophie Fry, overhead. Excellent work from DeBro. She managed to pick it out the sky. If you're going to get your name called, do it in important moments. Then she'll just work down that sideline. Fire it there, but can't get there. Fry has the free hit, plays on quickly, tries to come inside, gets there to Holland Smith. Little reverse ball back to Fry. Fry will fire it into the middle. Pisani's come all the way back there and she'll just clear. About a minute and a half to go. All or nothing now, you would think, for Adelaide University. Adelaide University, who came in today probably as favourites. That one will fire all the way through. Winnie Hill was in the vicinity, just couldn't get there. Long corner. Amy Hunt will have to work for the long corner. She'll play to herself, try and work in there. Gets stopped by Seacliff. What? So anywhere would have done for her, but she wanted to play. Holland Smith will look around the outside. Another free hit. Ball is rolling, so we can't go. All the way back to Hunt. And that's been just sold short, and Seacliff can look to clear. Spano with the interception. Then she will get a head up. Pisani gets the free hit. Less than a minute to go. Time is on the side of Seacliff. Plays to herself. Gave Hunt a little bit of time. It's come off Hunt's stick. It's gone a long, long way into the corner. That's a long run to go and get it.
And Seacliff won't be moving that quickly.
It will not. Laura Cooper has to go all the way back.
It's probably not the best
and
move.
I think Laura Cooper is about to get a yellow card.
So once you...
I'm not sure who that's for.
So once you get the ball, you can't really then knock it away, unfortunately.
Why? I don't know why she did or would anyway, with
No, you'd want
seconds left on the clock.
You'd want to get that ball moving.
So Seacliff, look down into the corner. Adelaide University probably won. No, they're not going to get the last throw of the dice. Seacliff will pick it up. DeBro will just fire it forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have the siren here. Seacliff from third place on the ladder will find themselves in a grand final in 2017. They will go forward and they will face the might of the Port Adelaide Magpies next week. Redmond and their defence in front of her did not allow anything through. The one goal was a very, very class goal, but ladies and gentlemen, you cannot take away from Seacliff that early goal. And then this second half where they just dealt with pressure after pressure. Your thoughts, Holly?
Oh, they just defended magnificently. Just kept at it, and Uni have some fantastic attacks, but just couldn't get the ball in.
Fantacular. I like that. I like fantacular.
Yeah.
Hashtag fantacular. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week for the women's. Stay where you are. Be ready for the men, where Adelaide Hockey Club will take on Forestville. We will be right back with you very